Hi, welcome to the Restaurant Show. I'm your host, Jessa Jeremiah. We've got a great show for you today. The Daisy Cafe and Cupcakery is joining us, and they've got a special guest from Bering Bounty, where they get so much great fresh seafood. Then we are making a special blend of hot chocolate and wine. The chocolate caper joins us. You're gonna wanna make this at your next holiday party. And then City Tins is with us. You may have heard of them. We're gonna debut who they've got for their 2018 great stocking stuffers. It's all on your guide to the best restaurants in town, so you can skip the rest and enjoy the best. We'll tell you where to go coming up on the Restaurant Show. Hello and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. I'm excited to chat with the Daisy Cafe and Cupcakery, and it's not just because I love cupcakes, it's because I love their food and I love how you are so great at working with other organizations and locally sourced folks in the industry. This is Daryl, who is one of the owners for the Daisy Cafe. Thanks for being here today.
Great to be here.
And we're gonna talk a little bit with Mark McEwen in a moment, who is the owner of Bering Bounty. Thanks for coming.
Oh, my pleasure.
Glad to chat with you. It's been a while since we got to talk to you.
2 or 3 years, I think.
Yeah, it's nice to have you back. Well, boy, I'm excited to chat about what we have today. We're gonna start with dessert. You know, there's no rules at the Restaurant Show. We can start with dessert if we want to.
Yeah, we can start with dessert.
So, I can't help but notice that we have these really great holiday cupcakes. Yes, it's time to start thinking holiday.
It's November, it's time for holidays,
I love
so
it.
we're ready to go.
Once Halloween is over, we're all about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got these adorable little custom holiday cupcakes. So let's talk a little bit about that and what you guys do during the holidays.
Yeah, just so we do a few cupcakes every, seasonal cupcakes throughout the year, but a few special holiday ones on special holidays. So of course, we've got a Christmas theme here, and you've got in this case, we have a gluten-free chocolate cake with a peppermint frosting, and of course, that's why the peppermint stick.
You've managed to make it gluten-free. I'm so impressed. Okay.
We do 3 gluten-free cupcakes every day.
I love it.
At least.
So
and
good.
we can do more.
And they're always good. You would never know, at least me, I'm always surprised that they're gluten-free.
I cannot taste the difference.
Yeah, me either.
I promise, yeah.
Now this one, what's the tree?
And then just a Christmas tree one, and the point here is that we make some, but we can also make things for other people. So if you have a special custom design you want to do for cupcakes, come talk to our baker. We would love to talk to you about whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be holiday, any time of year.
Oh, neat. Okay, so you could have a holiday custom cupcake or really any time of the year.
We've done Badger cupcakes, we've done Packer cupcakes, we've done all kinds of things. So
You're so fun. I love it. I love that idea. Now let's talk a little bit, since we're talking holidays. One of the things folks may not know about the Daisy Cafe is it's a fabulous space, and also there's sort of this big back room that is a great spot to have a meeting or an event.
Exactly.
And let's share that with people.
Well, our whole space, a lot of people, if they've never been in it at all, they wouldn't know that we have about 60 people in front that we can hold, and we have about a back room with 30.
That's great.
So we've done things like, we've done a West Side Middle School holiday party where they just took the whole room a couple years in a row for 85 people. They just took the night over.
Love it.
Another time when a local business took a back room and did the whole day for a business planning meeting. They had breakfast, they did business planning, they had lunch, they did more business planning.
Oh, what a fun business meeting.
Yeah, and they said, great, it's different from being in our old conference rooms like usual, right?
That's great, you get to step outside of the workplace.
They felt more
for a
creative
bit.
that way.
Yeah, I love it.
But holiday parties, family birthdays, family reunions, such. So
There's
we can do
great
it
art
all.
at the Daisy Cafe too, I want to mention. So it's just such a beautiful space. Now, let's chat with Mark a little bit, because we've got some great dishes to show off. And the reason that Mark is here is because he is, outside of having this fabulous accent, you also...
I'm putting it on.
Oh, no, you're
They'll
not.
tell, by the end of it, it will have all disappeared.
It'll be a different kind.
Yes, exactly.
But you are integral in getting this fabulous seafood to the Daisy Cafe and Cupcakery. So I want to talk about the 2 items we have, the cod. I pointed at the salmon, and the cod's in front of me. Here's the cod. So talk a little bit about this. How is this caught?
So this cod, which I must say is gluten-free, that's the way Mother Nature makes it. It's entirely gluten-free when it's caught.
Mother Nature makes it. I love it, yes.
But it is caught using pot cod. So it is pot cod, so it's caught using by 7x7 or 7x8 pots, steel pots, in the Bering Sea, the cradle of storms.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
It has its moments.
Right, and you're talking about the fish itself.
I was talking about the fish is originally gluten-free.
Yes.
I'm not sure if the actual dish is gluten-free.
Sure.
I will add to that, yes. We do both a regular and a gluten-free version of both our cod and our fish fry.
Yeah.
So yes.
So I'm glad I brought that up.
Oh,
And then there's
wonderful. Well,
salmon.
I'm not moving on without trying
Oh, sorry.
it. Also, Now, is all your fish wild caught?
It is entirely wild caught. In fact, it's so wild.
Oh my gosh, this looks incredible.
It's a mouthful.
Quite raucous, really, but yeah, so nothing is farmed, everything is wild caught in Alaska, where it is frozen once and only once in Alaska. So it's not going to any foreign countries to exploit their workers or deny Alaskans jobs.
That's really good.
Yes.
I'm not taking another bite only because I'm so messy, and you know, this is TV, so, but if you weren't watching, I'd be having more. That's so delicious, wow. Now, you do the salmon too, and of course it comes with these great potatoes. I'll do one of those because they're less messy. But tell me about the salmon, okay? So the salmon is amazing too, and how do you catch the salmon? Same way?
Actually, quite a different technique. This is, I skipper for this, I captain for this, I drift gill net it. So it's caught in static nets off the stern of the vessel.
Goodness.
How they're caught. And it's very good because there's very low biodiversity, so about 98% of the time we get our target species, which of course is wild-caught Alaskan salmon, the 5 species we have in Alaska, of which this is king salmon. So this is seen as the premier salmon on the planet.
Excellent, okay. I'm gonna get Daryl in the mix here, so you've got this great sauce on top too.
Yeah, we do. And actually, one thing, I don't know if you can see this on camera,
so
but
good.
one thing about this salmon, it's not pink. It's not injected with pink dye. It's the real thing. It's real salmon, no alterations, caught wild and sustainably, which is a beautiful thing. On top of it, we have our daisy pesto. Most pestos, really quick. Basil, pine nuts, garlic, olive oil, basically. Ours has 4 herbs, and we don't use pine nuts. We use macadamia nuts.
Oh, I
so
didn't
it's
know you were
richer and more full-flavored.
That's
and
why.
Not to take away from the salmon, which is great by itself.
Right, it is. It's really good. But what a nice little added touch. You're not smothering the salmon. You've just got a nice little enhanced.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's an
absolutely,
enhancement.
little flavorment. I think I made that word up, flavorment.
I like it.
What do you think?
We'll
Well, I
let it
made
go.
it.
We'll let it go.
Well, I said cupcakery.
Yeah.
You can say flavor.
I love it, yeah. Let's talk a little bit, okay, so this whole idea of how you do catch the fish, it sort of sounds almost technical for such a natural thing to be happening. You've got very precise ways you do this.
Yeah, very specific. It is quite technical. I mean, you have to be smarter than the fish. That's the key thing.
I think you've nailed it.
Well, just about. I'll try not to go
Yeah, no.
a lot. But yes,
Great impression.
So yes, yeah, they're all sustainability really is the key thing about Alaskan fisheries. We are the envy of the planet in terms of sustainability.
That's so wonderful.
The fish actually, the run has actually gotten stronger in the last 120 years overall since records began for the fishery, which is great.
Really great.
And
What about the weather?
The weather it changes almost as much as my mood at sea. So the Bering Sea is known as the cradle of storms, and it can change extremely quickly. Within 20 minutes, it can go from flat calm, relatively sunny, to snowing and blowing. And that would be that's happened to us in May.
Is that your least favorite thing about this?
Possibly the hours. The hours are a bit cruel because for cod, for example, it's 20 hours on, 4 hours off.
Wow!
And that goes on for weeks and occasionally months. So I'm not that keen on that. But I mean, there are huge positives. It's great it's very much an outdoors kind of job.
You bet.
If you like the outdoors, it's the one for you. Plenty of fresh air, that's for sure.
That's true. Well, 20 hours on, 4 hours off. I'd like to say it's worth it, although I'm not out there on the boat with you. So thank you so much for sharing this
My
great
pleasure.
food. Thanks to Bering Bounty and Daisy Cafe and Cupcakery. We've got more restaurant show coming up for you right after the break, so stick around. Hello and welcome back to the restaurant show. Well, I think it's time for dessert. Thanks to Elizabeth. We've got some desserts cooking, actually.
That's right.
Now, Elizabeth is with the chocolate caper, and we're excited to have you back, and I'm really excited about what we're doing today.
Yeah, so I had this recipe with you in mind. We know that Jessa has a love of red wine, and so, you know, sometimes you want to end a party or a holiday to get together or a dispute with your children over who was going to decorate the tree the best.
There you go.
With a little grown-up hot chocolate. So it's everything hot chocolate today.
Okay, so it's some kind of a hot chocolate wine, right?
That's right.
Or a wine hot chocolate, I guess, is more appropriate.
That's right. So I
we're
have
cooking on the
really
milk over
heated
here.
my milk.
Yes.
Yes. So what we're going to do, we are going to use praline shavings from our shop,
wow.
which are extremely rich and nutty, as you know.
Yes, they are. They're awesome.
We got the milk really hot, just almost to a boil, because you don't want to scald it.
Okay, yeah, that's not
and
good. I
because
know from pudding making, that's not
right,
fun.
absolutely. So because there's 2 of us, and we're obviously going to share, I'm going to be using quite a bit of chocolate here.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
It's a good day here.
Oh, it's the best day.
Chocolate and
ever.
wine, yeah.
It's the most wonderful
Oh, good.
time.
I can't sing a tune, so
of
you've
the
got to carry
year.
us.
I did my best.
You did
That's
well.
right. All right, so after you've got your milk nice and hot, you're gonna whisk this in. And you know, obviously, I'm gonna champion anyone wanting to use praline in this recipe.
Yes, I love that.
How-
now, how would one do this if they weren't
Okay, so
said
if you
owners of
right, well, you can purchase from us bulk chocolate,
Okay.
or we are working on packaging the praline shavings. But if you just have the praline, or you come in and purchase it, you can use a food processor at home, grind it up, a microplane zester, anything that will shave it down.
Oh, and that's like when you're grating cheese, right? Like some for the pot, some for me, some for
Right,
the
but you
pot.
want to use, like, have you ever seen a microplane one, like you would
Yeah.
zest lemon
Yeah,
peel or
okay,
something with that?
yeah.
You want to use something like that.
I could do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do now that I have this frothy, delicious blend, is we're going to put about half of your milk and chocolate mixture into the cup.
All right.
And then you're going to top it
That
off.
already looks good. Oh,
with
and here's the wine.
The wine, which we did heat.
and you heated
So you
that
want a
too.
nice warm wine.
Wow.
Again, you don't want to make it boil.
Sure.
I'm going to join you in this.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this drink.
You're going to love it. And so this
Talk
is
about a great holiday like dessert.
This really is nice. You know, it's not overwhelming. You can sip it through the evening. It's wonderful to serve your adult guests. And if you're serving children, just don't add the hot wine.
It's that easy.
It's
Yep.
that simple.
Yep, right.
Then you can add a
great.
variety of toppings. I've got some peppermint shavings. I've got some fresh whipped cream we whipped up, some more shavings
Okay.
of chocolate. We have a little cold milk in case it looks a little
what
too
you might
hot.
not know, so this is Pinot Noir, right? Okay.
Yes.
And you guys actually sell
We
a little bit of...
carry this
Yeah,
particular
okay.
Pinot Noir, and the reason that I paired it with a Pinot Noir
Yes.
is because our chocolate is very rich in nuts, and a Pinot Noir has a lot of berries and cinnamon undertones to it, particularly this one.
yeah.
So it just makes the most delightful hot chocolate. You
Oh,
can't
that's
ask
so
for anything
exciting.
better.
Wow,
So
great day.
would you care for a little
Would
whipped
I?
cream?
Yes, I
Yeah,
would.
There we go.
Absolutely. I want to do it
Yeah.
all. So you can even top it with some of the praline on
Right,
top then,
absolutely.
too.
You could sprinkle a little bit on there. You can.
This is awesome. I'm going to do
Right?
a little hot chocolate wine bar when I have
please
guests
do.
over.
I'm going to add a little cinnamon
And
to
how
mine
much
because
fun
it's
to
my favorite.
decorate.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. So, yeah.
Now, you guys have some exciting things on the horizon while I deck out my wine hot chocolate here.
Oh, forget about it. You're going to be in love with this.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Okay, I got to get to it. But I want to make sure we announce you guys are
Absolutely.
have some fun things coming. I
We
want you
do.
to announce it.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. So in December, we have on December 9th and December 16th, we will have Santa with us from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Fun.
And just bring your camera. It's a free event. You can take pictures with him, with your kids. We'll have our hot chocolate.
Oh
It
my
will not
God.
have wine, unfortunately.
I love this.
You're so
I
welcome.
Just interrupted your announcement,
No,
but
that's all
it's
right.
Worth
It is so
interrupting.
rich, and it is it's the stuff of dreams.
It really is the stuff
really
of
is.
dreams. Well said.
Yeah, so we will be making our regular hot chocolate, plain hot chocolate, which will be free. There will be treat bags for the kids.
Okay.
It's just a fun thing we like to do for the community. So that's December 9th and 16th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
And then we also have the distinct pleasure of saying that we will have a second retail-only facility
great.
opening in Sun Prairie sometime in the next couple of weeks. We will definitely be open by the week of Thanksgiving. We don't have a firm date yet, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
we're excited to get going for the holidays.
That's incredible. So what a testament to you guys, because if you haven't been to the Chocolate Caper over in Oregon, absolutely go. Their chocolate is just second to none. Incredible,
Thank you.
incredible stuff. And it means a lot when you're able to open a second store.
It's pretty awesome. You know, we joke a lot because we have 4 children and this business that will eventually have at least 4 stores so that we could turn one over to everybody. So
great is
everybody's really excited at our house about a second store and making
Building.
bids on who's going to have
I love it. Who gets which.
Great.
Yeah, I love
But it's just, we're excited to reach a whole new variety of customers and spread some joy and love around.
And you can call and order and things too. So that's one thing that's nice. Even if you're not near one of the Oregon or Sun Prairie stores, you can absolutely
You can
call.
order online, you can call. Right now we are taking our pre-orders for the holiday, which we highly encourage because we have sold out every single year.
Wow.
Every single year we try to get ahead of it and do more. We do more every year, but you know, if you want to guarantee you get your chocolate,
truly
you want to put
ordering
in a
now
pre-order.
is the way to go. And just get it off your mind, right? Just
you know,
do it.
you can pick it up as late as I believe the 22nd or 23rd.
Okay.
We have some great little
love
gifts
these.
like this in the store.
This is
a great
great.
teacher gift.
I was just going to say, teachers, coworkers, leave these on someone's desk.
Because we have like 4 different flavors of spoons. You can also make hot chocolate with these spoons. So you just heat your hot milk, or even coffee. It's really good in coffee, and then that spoon will dissolve in there. And we use a biodegradable bamboo spoon, so no one was harmed for that.
No one was harmed in the making of the
We
chocolate
also
spoons.
this year have the Sweet Heat hot chocolate, which everybody's pretty excited about. So you can make hot chocolate with the spicy pepper infusions.
Oh my gosh.
So
Are
we
there
got a lot
different
going
flavors
on.
those
There
too?
are 4 different flavors,
Yep.
just like the chocolates we carry in the store.
Well, this has been so much fun. I love the wine hot chocolate. Let's toast.
Cheers.
Happy early holidays. Thanks to the Chocolate Caper. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with more Restaurant Show. Hi, and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Maybe you recognize these cute little tins. If not, you're certainly gonna want to recognize them in the near future and head to some of these great restaurants. I'm excited to talk about this. I've known about this before, and we've got the co-owners of City Tins joining us today. I've got Tara Lotch and Christine Ladke. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, what a fun topic. It's a great topic because I think these are great gift ideas. Also just a fun thing to do for yourself. So talk to us about the tin and how do you use this? What is it for?
City Tin is a $30. It's mostly a gift item. We use them as fundraisers, but it is chock full of coasters.
Yes.
The difference is every single coaster is worth $10 off your tab of 25 or more. So there's over $200 worth of food or drink in every tin.
Wonderful.
There's no blackout dates. It's really not limited to anything. If you want to just get apps, if you want to dine, if you want to have dessert, whatever, however you want to split up.
I love that because so many times you get these deals or savings or coupons and you got to read the fine print.
That's it.
There's none. There's no fine print, just a cute coaster and a nice time out.
That's right.
I love it.
Just throw this in your glove box or wherever, and you're good to go.
And then you got an emergency coaster, should you need one, right?
And it's pretty.
Now, how did you come up with this idea? It's a great idea.
Kristen and I met each other when our daughters were in kindergarten, and we were working on a school carnival fundraiser, and just saw that we worked really well together, and we started talking about starting a business together, and this was back when the economy had crashed in 08, 09, and we were seeing a lot of locally owned independent restaurants close, and so we started talking about how to encourage people to dine at those locally owned restaurants.
That's great.
And that is how we got to City Tins.
This is kind of near and dear to my heart, our heart here, because we love featuring local restaurants. There's so many great ones. So why
It really
not?
defines a city, and
You
why
bet.
not really support local, support what every different city has to offer that you cannot get somewhere else.
Now, why Madison? Do you think that it matters that it's Madison?
You know, I went to school here, so it's my alma mater, and I absolutely love the city. I love that it's a capital. I love that it's a university town, and a lot of amazing things come out of Madison in general. So it was near and dear to my heart. But ultimately, we stumbled upon Madison Originals, the restaurant group.
Sure, yeah.
And just decided, let's have a meeting with them and see where this could go. We had already worked in Milwaukee. That's where we currently live, and we want to do something in Wisconsin and kind of spread it out through Wisconsin. So Madison was a sister city that was a nice, obvious next step. But with the Madison Originals Restaurant Group, it really made sense that everyone was, and Dane by Local, everyone is really already into the local bent and the local push, and that it is important to keep money in the economy.
What a great place to do this. Like you said, it's a community where people care about supporting local business owners, and there's a lot of great restaurants in this area. In fact, it's one of the most saturated per capita cities of restaurants in the country. So we've got all these great spots, a lot of them local. My favorite thing, if you don't mind me highlighting, so yeah, these are all coasters. There's two kinds. We'll walk through it in a second. But the top one is also a decision maker.
That's it.
So who doesn't have this dispute, right, about where you're gonna go to eat? I am like the queen of indecision, and you have a cute saying.
And the age-old dilemma of where to go to dinner that night, and give the spinner a whirl, and every spin's a winner with the dinner spinner.
Every spin's a winner with the dinner spinner. That's fun to say too. So this is what happens at my house. My husband says, where do you want to go to eat? And I say, I don't care, anywhere. And then he'll say, no, really, where do you want to go to eat? And then I'll name a place and he'll say, no, not that one. And then I'll name another place and he'll say, no, not that one.
Or you go to your fallback. You always end up going, and then you don't spread the wealth.
So this is it. This is it.
Now, some people we have heard two things. One is they put a magnet on the back of that and they just throw it right up on the fridge.
I love that.
That's the one thing we hear a lot that people do. And another thing is that they go tinning. And
oh my gosh.
So we say, well, what is tinning? Well, they bring their tin out and they say, okay, we're gonna go here, especially if it's with couples or something, we're gonna go here and we're gonna have apps and drinks here. And then we're gonna go for our entree at this particular place. And then we're gonna go for dessert and after.
It's like a tin tour.
That's it.
I love it.
And
okay,
our
that's
app
fun.
too, incidentally, has that. Okay, you're here.
Yeah.
Here are the other places in the you can show which coasters you've used or haven't used, and the app will kind of lead you through what is left in your own tin.
Now, one of these is kind of more geared towards like a bar environment, right?
Correct.
And one more a dinner. So you could potentially go and have, happy hour and then move on.
And so we have our restaurant edition over here and our bar and lounge over here. The bar and lounge, the majority of the venues do serve food, so it's not like it's only a drinking establishment.
Right, yep.
So you can really enjoy it.
And since there's no rules, you can just do your thing. I love that. This is great.
And it's the same with the restaurant one too. If you want to drink yourself silly at one of the restaurants, you're more than welcome to do that.
Throw the rules out the window. Go for the City Tins. I love it. You guys have some great restaurants available. So if you're sitting at home, I'm sure you got your phone nearby, as we all do. Go to citytins.com. It's going to talk to you about what's in which tin. Just to name a few, so restaurants, you've got Brasserie V, there's Imperial Garden, Manna Cafe, Norsky Nook, Nitty Gritty, Cafe Hollander, Bonfire. I mean, there's so many great ones. And then you can click on Bar and Lounge and get a feel for what you get there. So another great setup, Coliseum is in here, Gates and Bravi, Hop House, Next Door Brewing Company. I mean, the list goes on. But take a look, because some awesome ones.
And we do try and mix it up every year. So we have at least 5 new venues in each tin every year, and some staples that remain the same, and some things like a Nitty Gritty that is a Madison staple that's been around forever. We have that, and then we can pair it with something brand new that maybe is vetted for the past year or two.
I love that.
So it's fun.
So kind of, combining some of the classics with some new ones that you probably hadn't tried yet or might not.
Yep.
So there's a couple new ones in the 2018 lineup. Short Stack Eatery, I see is listed, and
because who doesn't love breakfast all the time? That's it.
I love that. That's great. So that's a good one. So some great ones to try out. Where can people buy these?
Certainly our website, citytins.com, or they are available in some stores locally. Little Luxuries, Metcalf's, Orange Tree Imports.
Wow,
and a lot of the
great
restaurants
spots.
and bars. Did you say that already?
Yeah, so that's wonderful. Well, I love it. Well, let's take a spin. We're going to go to a commercial break, but I encourage you to pick up a City Tin. Let's see where I'm going tonight. I'm going to the Sandy Dock. Is that what it is?
Sandy Dog.
Oh, Sandy Dog.
Yeah.
I love it. That's great. So much fun. Thanks for being here. This is Tara and Kristen with City Tins. We'll be right back with more Restaurant Show after the break. Thanks so much for joining us for today's Restaurant Show. I had so much fun hanging out with you, checking out all these great local spots. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, reminding you that life is too short to eat average.